Do you have a question or a comment for my guest this evening? Then why not text 07900 171 453, or if you're listening via the Swindon 105.5 app or website, just click on the Contact Us button and that will email me directly here in the studio. Hello and good evening and welcome to Don't Stop the Music radio show. My name is Peggy-Sue and I am your host. The song you just heard there is from my guest this evening, and I'd like to welcome to the studio the whole band of Colour of Bone. So hello Johnny, Jack, Will and Dave. How are you all?
Hello there.
Very good.
Very good. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Great to be here.
So we already established before that when the song was playing that you've got two of you who's in the Bristol area, one in Bradford and Avon and one in Melksham. So we've got Wiltshire and Somerset covered.
The reach goes beyond Bristol.
It goes beyond Bristol, yeah, definitely. So just a reminder for my listeners, if you have any questions or comments for my guests this evening, you can text 07900 171 453, or you can message us by clicking on that messages button in the top right hand corner of the app or on the website, and it will email me directly here in the studio. Now, whilst that song was playing, which was called My Little Parasite, it did sort of remind me of, I went to a gig recently, actually in Bristol, to see Miracle of Sound, and he does a lot of music to do with games, and he's actually featured in a couple of games. Some of his songs has featured in games, and it did give me that as if you were following somebody going through, you're following them, you're doing a PvP character, so you're actually going through a game, and all of a sudden you've got the fight coming on and how it all starts, and then suddenly there's that calm down again right at the end with the fade. That is literally how that song sounded to me. So it should feature in a game.
Hey, if anyone wants to reach out and get that done, then I think we'll be very happy with that.
So tell me the story behind My Little Parasite.
I think I'm going to direct this to Johnny.
I'm not going to get into specifics, but I think on a very general theme, it's about dealing with the darker sides of things in life and how they can drag you down. And essentially, you go through all this strife and trouble and hardships, and you can come out the other end with hope and some joy, and embrace the things which are good for you at the end of the day. It's pretty dark, but it comes out the other end.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. So how did you guys all meet?
Well, Johnny and Will have known each other for the longest in terms of the band.
So I've been searching around for a while to get a good few sort of jam sessions with different people, different musicians, different setups all around the area. And then I put up an ad on I think it was We Need Bands or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. And Will got in touch, and I got hold of my mate Theo at the time, and we sort of met up at the Three Horseshoes, had a pint, and started jamming. And then there's a few sort of personnel changes while we sort of worked out what we were going to do and what our sound was and where we were going, and eventually ended up with this lineup, the best lineup, and now there's something special about this lineup. It's been said by other people, not just us, and we're here. We're ready to take on the world. Yeah.
Excellent.
Because Jack joined. Sorry, Jack joined before I actually then got involved. So I'm the most recent kind of.
You're the most recent.
Added member. Yeah.
Ah, excellent. And why the name Colour of Bone?
I have a list. Of song names which have been curated since, I don't know, I was 16 or something. And my friend Adam, who is in my wife's band, he gave me the idea of, why not Colour of Bone? And it's like, because he has a list too. And I stole it. and it stuck, you know.
That's the thing, isn't it? Because you have to have a list, because you'll suddenly go through and go, well, let's call ourselves that. And then you sort of look online and that, and you're like, oh, there's already 4 bands that's got that name. And, oh, what about this one? Oh, no, there's no. Yeah.
It's really hard, especially if you're looking for like a one-word band name as well. It's just impossible these days. Really.
Yeah, we were going to call ourselves Metallica, but apparently that's taken.
Like ages ago as well.
So obviously our listeners can't tell who's who on here. So Johnny, if you want to start off and just introduce yourselves to the listeners and say what part of the band you are, whether you're the guitarist, the singer, the drummer, the bassist, go through it.
Yeah, cool. I'm Johnny. I am the guitarist. I do all the chug and the social media. So, yes, that's what I do.
Okay. Jack?
So I'm Jack. I play the bass guitar, so I'm holding down the low end. More chug, just a bit more rumbly.
Will?
I'm Will, and I hit things in the band. Roughly translated as I play the drums.
So you throw your drumsticks at everybody when they get something wrong then?
Yeah, they're useful for many different things. Yeah, keeping time, for throwing at people, for... Yeah, I won't go any further.
And Dave?
Yeah, that is me. So I'm Dave, and I am the vocalist. Yeah, that's basically it. And I suppose MC and crowd interacting person.
So normally you're the person at the end who then says, "Oh, this is Johnny and Jack and Will and that." Yeah. Well, I've done it at the beginning.
I try my best to remember to introduce everybody. But normally we're very invested in jumping around and making very loud noises.
And playing instruments. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So I have noticed myself that you're also taken part in the underdog competition, and you're through to the semi-finals, just like Swindon's band Talking Code. Now I know you're in different heats, so I think theirs is this Sunday that they're playing, but I think yours is in beginning of April, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sunday the 6th.
Yeah. So who are you up against there? You got some good feels there, or do you think you're a bit nervous?
It's a tough semi, to be honest. Like there are some. I mean, the entire competition attracts a lot of very, very talented bands. So we're in our heat as well. We've shared the stage with some fantastic bands. So we felt very privileged to get the support from the people in the crowd to kind of get through to play Thekla. Thekla being such an amazing venue as well. So the fact that we're kind of on stage with bands that have also had to work their way through, beating out some other very, very talented bands as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, but there are definitely some nerves going in. But we definitely feel we feel confident. Like, we know we can bring it.
I've told my mum we won already, so we've got to win.
Yeah, you have to say that, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
But yeah, it's great.
Exactly. Yeah, because you need to have that confidence there. And to be fair, your music is really, really good. My personal choice is I'm not into really rock music, but your music is up there. I will listen to it again and again, and I have listened to it since you've sent it over. I have listened to it again and again and again. So there is definitely something there, and that's why I said like when I went to see Miracle of Sound, that it's got that as if you're in a game and you can hear it as it starts rising, and then that you're fighting, and then it comes back down again. So yeah, it's definitely got something there. It definitely hits that vibe. So yeah, keep it going, boys.
We've put a lot of ourselves in there. There's a lot of life experience and emotions and all sorts of feelings and stuff in that music.
Yeah,
which have come in our life. So it's not fake. It's not plastic. It's all genuine. So I think that affects it in a way.
It does come across. Yeah.
I don't think you're on something though. And I know there are a few bands that have done their own video games or video game soundtracks. And maybe video games are going to be the next evolution from music videos.
Quite possible, yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be very cool. I mean, there's always a crossover with cinema.
Yeah.
Bands, of course.
See, that was another thing. I suppose in a way that's why I've pictured a game, but it could be just literally somebody walking across a beach and, I don't know, walking across sand in a desert and suddenly having a fight against something, not quite James Bond, but in that type of that thing, and then goes straight back down as they walk away.
Well, I wouldn't be adverse to writing the next Bond theme. That'd be fine.
Yeah. It's cool now, did it?
Yeah.
The reason why not?
Yeah, there's no reason why not.
yeah. Apparently, Seven Nation Army was supposed to be a Bond theme, but yeah, he didn't think he'd ever get to do one, and then he did get to do one. Oh, very good.
Yeah, Seven Nation Army is a Bond theme. It's lacking a little bit of finesse, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I love the White Stripes. One of my biggest regrets is not seeing them alive when they were in Bath years ago. Bond theme. Oof. Well, they did it in the end, so why not us?
It's very true. Why not? You never know. Always aim for it.
Absolutely.
So the next song I'm going to play is Break of Dawn. So tell me the story behind this one.
Ooh. It had a big riff, and it went from there.
I think a lot of the stuff that we tend to do as well, it's, I suppose, especially the kind of newer stuff, since me and Jack have been involved in a bit more the kind of songwriting side of things as well, because obviously having come in, a lot of the stuff was already kind of established within the band, even if it hadn't necessarily been released. And although we put our own spin in it, it's definitely a new sound in terms of how we sound as a band now. A lot of the stuff does come from, I've got this cool riff, or I've got this cool hook, and then we like to kind of get together and see how we can kind of, I suppose, play out the song as a band in the rehearsal space, and it kind of becomes a group effort as opposed to one person coming forward with a song. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me if this was also that case from Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, this is quite an early one, to be fair. I remember that we played this at our very first gig back at the Shoes, with quite a different lineup. So it's a little bit not exactly what we're like these days. The other stuff which we played later on will be more akin to how we are now, but it does come into our set occasionally. So yeah.
I think Break of Dawn was the first song that we actually wrote together, wasn't it, Johnny? Rather than it being already written before myself and the other guys joined the band. I'm sure we jammed it for the first time at 9 Volt Leap in Melksham.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually, because Siren was pretty much down, wasn't it? And then Break of Dawn came together as a band, which is, yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Rick. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, here it is. This is Break of Dawn.
My head once more. From Eyes
Do you have a question or a comment for my guest this evening? Then why not text 07900 171 453, or if you're listening via the Swindon 105.5 app or website, just click on the Contact Us button and that will email me directly here in the studio. Don't Stop the Music radio show is a dedicated show for musicians to share their music across the airwaves, whether they're local, national or international artists, with guests every week discussing and sharing their music, whether they're here in the studio or via the wonders of technology. So join me, Peggy-Sue, live every Tuesday between 8 and 9 p.m. Plus, Don't Stop the Music radio show Extra is on every Saturday between 7 and 9 p.m. But that's not all. You can now catch Don't Stop the Music radio show on Spotify, Amazon Music and Patreon every Friday at 7 p.m. So what are you waiting for? And get your music heard on Swindon 105.5. Just like the Colour of Bone have this evening. They got in touch and they're now on air. Now, whilst that song was playing, it's A Break of Dawn, we were talking about a charity thing you've been started up. So, Jack, would you like to give us the details?
Yeah, absolutely. So the program's called Bleed the Freaks. You can find it on Instagram, Bleed the Freaks UK. And basically, it's kind of like the Ice Bucket Challenge from a few years back, where essentially I donated blood, then challenged 3 other bands. It was Buried in Bermuda, Alias Kid, and Borrowed Atlas. And then each one of them has in turn, they've been donating blood and challenging 3 other bands each, and we're hoping that it kind of spreads out. And there's kind of 2 goals to it, really. Number 1 is obviously help with blood donation. There's some scarcity at the moment. The blood service is struggling a bit for donations, so that's always a good thing to encourage. And number 2 is kind of help bands network with each other, because you're going to find like-minded people who care about the same matters as you do. And there's been a lot of really, really nice support for it so far. People clearly realise it's an important thing to do. And, what's more rock and roll than a mass bloodletting ritual?
It's very good, and what a brilliant idea. And so as a blood donor myself, it is one of those things that you do see, that when you see the call outs come out, and me personally, where I am a blood donor, when I see those calls come out, I can't go and give blood again, because obviously it's regulated. You can have to do it a set distance of time apart. So it's when you see that call out, you're like, no, I can't. So what a brilliant idea is nominating someone. So nominating 3 bands is, as you said, it's a fantastic thing, and it is for a very good cause.
Yeah, the thing I'm really happy to see is that a lot of the people taking part, it's their first time ever doing it, not first time we show up, because there's a lot of repeat donors, and it's repeat donors who keep the system going, really. So every time you get someone who's doing it for the first time, odds are they're going to keep doing it, if not regular, like semi-regularly. So it should make a good bit difference. So I'm really happy to see it. I didn't want it to just be about money. I'd spread this around, donate to charity or anything, because let's face it, most local bands don't have any money, but they've got blood.
They do. And so it is a fantastic idea. And you're saying about a first timers. My son was a first timer last time that I went and donated. He came with me, so he's now booked in for his second donation the same day as me. So yes.
Setting a good example there. Well done.
Well, it was always something my mum, my dad never did because he wasn't allowed to, but my mum always gave blood, and it was something when I was a kid I used to go and watch her have done, and then you used to just so when I came of age of 18, I was like, right, I'm doing that. So it's just something, it's always
it is an attitude of once you do it, like Jack said, you kind of it's a lot of people tend to get a bit scared of needles as well, so I think having a reason to do it, or they might have found reasons, I should do it when I get the chance, but they don't get that motivation. So when you actually have that reason to go do it, it then breaks the ice, so to speak, of, well, I've done it one time now, why shouldn't I do it another time, and so on and so on.
And they always look after you as well, and you still get you don't quite get a cup of tea anymore, but you do get a glass of squash at the end, and you also get biscuits or chocolate.
I was going to say you still get the biscuit. That's
you still get. Well, right? I always go for the tuck. The cheese, the cheese sandwich thing. Yeah, that's mine. Yeah.
Well, they look after us well at Southmead. I'm still getting tea.
You still? See, when I worked at Southmead, I never actually went and gave blood there. I still was it because I came back to Swindon and just always gave blood here. So yeah.
The lovely place. It's like my happy place. Like I go there, read a book. People bring me tea and biscuits. It's wonderful.
To be fair, I usually read a book or catch up on Facebook or something on my phone, and all of a sudden it's done. You're like, wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely worth doing. Definitely worth doing. So obviously we've been talking about the underdog, and that's coming up, as you said. I think it said 6th of April. So what else have you got coming up?
Oh, that's it, really. It takes up a lot of time. These competitions. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes. The build up, the social media, the merchandise, the pushing the tickets and all that. So it takes up quite a bit of time. What we've got planned next, though, is of course, if we get through, we'll be going to the O2 Academy in Bristol, which will be absolutely insane, and that'll take a lot of planning and stuff. But what we're going to be aiming for is more recording, more releases, and potentially a tour.
Brilliant. So and have you played any places here in Swindon? I know you said you've done quite a bit of touring.
Yeah, we've done was it the Levels, the Raleigh, and Vic. Which we'd love to return to all of them. So
Levels, I think you can still do Levels because they've just reopened it again under new ownership, so you should be fine.
Yeah, so the last the time we played in this kind of configuration of the band in Swindon was for the Decoration Fest, which was a lot of fun, a lot of some incredibly great bands playing and some big names. I think the day we played, it was in Infected Rain, I think, were headlining.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right, so we played in that festival, and that was fantastic. So we'd certainly want to play back in Swindon again at some point. It's a good crowd.
It's a very good crowd, and you said the Vic there. The Vic is amazing. I always call it where it's the nice. I say it's the nice, dark and small, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say it, dark and dingy. But it's but it's that dark and dingy room in the back. But it's got the amazing acoustics, the amazing sound guys, and Darren runs it really, really well.
It is.
Well, dark and dingy is what we want for metal anyway, right?
Exactly.
Sure
it's a great venue, and Darren, if you're listening, we're ready to come back anytime. I'll message you on Facebook again.
Actually, he'd probably like that. But yeah, definitely message him. It is one of those great venues, and I think another one's a contender is the Castle as well, and then you've also got the Beehive and things. So yeah, there's plenty of bars around that you can definitely play in.
Well, that's good. If anyone's listening who wants to book us, just head over to our Instagram and go on the Gmail there. Send us a message. We'll see if we can come down.
Be good. So the next song I'm going to play, because we've got the 3 songs left, and they are all live at Woodbox. So the next song we're going to play is Siren. So this is, what's the story behind Siren?
Anyone want to follow this one?
I think it's probably over to you again, John.
Yeah, you're the storyteller.
What do your lyrics mean?
All right. Well, it's quite straightforward, this one. We live in very dangerous times, unfortunately. And it is literally, as the song says, a warning to just be aware of what's going on, think about things a little bit more, and don't take things at face value. What you read isn't necessarily the truth. Just use the old grey matter once in a while.
We're pretty, in terms of like internal band stuff, we're quite open about like our political viewpoints and things, and we're quite happy to discuss that within the band as well. But I think, as Johnny kind of alluded to there, it's getting to the point really where there's so much stuff going on that it feels kind of wrong to not kind of address it at some point. And I think as a band, we're certainly leaning in that direction of all the craziness that's going on needs to be spoken about. And I think the fact that this song just fits into that really well is a good demonstration of where Johnny's head was already when it was written.
Well,
slightly.
Well, here it is. This is Siren live at Woodbox. So as I said, that was Siren live at Woodbox. So tell me what Woodbox is.
Well, it's a very, very cool production company, basically. Their whole aim was to try and make good level of production and good sounding recordings far more accessible in terms of cost. Because obviously there is, as we alluded to before, local bands don't have very much money, unfortunately. Don't tend to get a huge amount of payment for gigs and whatnot. So they kind of came to this realization, and they wanted to make it more accessible. And even with the prices they charge, even without doing that, they do actually offer free ones to certain bands as well. So you can apply to be on that list, and if they, for whatever particular reason, they particularly like what you're doing at the time, they will offer a certain amount of free stuff as well. But even though we went down a slightly different route because we wanted to record 3 tracks along with the videos, really, really nice guys, literally recorded in a wooden box in the back garden of one of their houses, with an amazing setup. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe 2 of the 3 guys worked in like videography before.
Yeah, I think one was a videographer, one was a sound recording engineer, and one was like a lighting engineer, and they basically went, oh, together we can do something cool.
And they did. They have done. It's really, really great.
Oh, fantastic! That sounds really good. Because it's hard, isn't it? With being a musician and or in a band, trying to get the music together, to be recorded, and to get yourself heard and out there, it can be quite expensive.
Very.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at rehearsals, we did a rehearsal last night for 4 hours. That was upwards of 50 quid, and it's just, it adds up. If you're rehearsing regularly, cost goes up. Instruments, repairs, I mean, strings, petrol, and, we're definitely operating at a loss.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. But the goal is to at least break even, that would be nice. But it's difficult. It's a passion project. We do it because we love it. Well, maybe we do it because we have to do it. I don't know. What else?
A bit of column A, a bit of column B, to be honest, Johnny. It's a want, but also very much a need. And I remember me and Will were talking about this the other day, I think, and the idea of you have to have a decent quality sounding thing to send off to festivals and to venues. Otherwise, you don't really get much of a look at, unfortunately.
That's very true, and that's one of the reasons why I put this show out, is to get people, so you get bands like yourselves heard and your music spread out just that little bit further.
That's it. I mean, it's expensive to record at the end of the day, and you want it to be good. I mean, these guys. The wonderful thing is these days you can record at home, but if you need a showpiece to send off to BBC Introducing the Southwest or a festival, they're going to listen to it and go, it's amateur hour. It's like, well, you got to start somewhere, but you got to make it as good as possible, and that costs.
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately,
the struggle is real.
Right, before we run out of time, I'd like to get this next song played as well. So let's play Dive Bomb. So what's the story behind this one? Again, this one's live at Woodbox.
It's
Well, first of all, it's the most recent one. We've literally only just released this, so it is very much hot off the press, so to speak. It has been stored away for a while. We've been holding on to it to release in kind of line with the Underdog competition, but it's one that always seems to go down very well live. A couple of our fans who see it, whenever it comes on, you can tell they're ready to kind of go for it, because it has a different sound to a lot of us that's going on. Johnny's just wailing on the whammy bar as much as possible, making it dropping down those notes as much as possible.
Well, here it is. This is Dive Bomb. And just like that, it ends. See, I must have listened to it because I knew exactly when it was going to end.
Short and sweet, that one. Yeah.
That is your shortest one out of the whole lot.
Yeah. Probably the most energy in the sort of the short package. Yeah.
Jumping about, yeah, definitely. So tell our listeners how they can find more information about you.
Go on, Johnny.
Well, our main social media thing is Instagram. We're very active on there, and you'll be able to find us and all our weird antics on there. Antics. And all our music's from Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, etc. YouTube. We have a YouTube channel where you'll be able to see all the wonderful videos which go alongside these live performances tonight, which we filmed at Woodbox, which is absolutely brilliant, great to work with. And if you go to Instagram, you'll find all our links which take you to our link tree, and you can buy tickets to our next gig and see where we're playing next and all of that. But Instagram, if you fancy a laugh, follow us on there. We don't take ourselves too seriously.
It's Colour of Bone Band is the one on Instagram. And then Colour of Bone Official on YouTube. I believe we're still the first one that pops up if you type in Colour of Bone, but it's always good to just double check it's us.
Yeah, there was a Colour of Bone many years, about 10 years ago. They haven't done anything for a long time, but with the current ones.
Yeah, I found that on Facebook when I was searching for you. There was one that's they hadn't been on for about 9 years. I think it was the last time they posted. So yeah, so I knew straight away it definitely wasn't you.
I think they seem pretty cool, and it's a shame they disappeared. But yeah, we're still going. We're here. Listen to us.
Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
Well, I'll give a shout out to my wife, if that's all right. She's Hello, wife.
What's her name?
Her name's Sarah. She's recovering from some work on her back from surgery. Doing okay. She's hello, dear.
Jack.
I was going to say Gilles. It's less romantic, but I was going to say Gilles from Buried in Bermuda. He was, come to all our shows, help set up gigs. Absolute babe, that guy.
Yeah. He's also runs Full Moon Promotions, who are a fantastic promotion company in Bristol. So if bands are looking to kind of do that sort of thing as well, then that's great. Get in contact with them. And also in terms of like what we're doing recently, We Need Bands, which are the guys that are running the Underdog. We've had a fantastic opportunity to play an amazing, well-renowned venue in Bristol, playing at the Thekla, and an opportunity to get to the O2 when we get through from Thekla. So obviously a big shout out to John for sorting all that out as well, who is the guy that runs We Need Bands.
Oh yeah, phenomenal amount of work he's put in. It's
unbelievable.
If you really go for it, it's a phenomenal opportunity, and you can learn so much. We've learned a lot from it already. So yeah, both Gilles, FNP, We Need Bands, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Backbone of Bristol heavy rock music.
Also Johnny White.
My wife. None of these songs would exist.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, well, hopefully she gets better soon, where she's had the some work done on her back. So that's something, that can be quite painful. So I really do hope she has a speedy recovery.
Thank you. Yeah, she's doing all right.
Good. So what have you got coming up next, apart from actually doing the next heat of the Underdog? Have you got anything actually in the plans, in the making, or an album you thinking you're going to come out, an EP?
Oh, I'd love to do an album.
I think we've been working on some new tracks. Like we've got some new stuff kind of in the making as well. But in terms of what we're talking about, like getting in the studio and doing a bit of recording as well, because a lot of the tracks that the guys who come see us would know, like some of the regular stuff that we play live. They don't have anything actually recorded other than some of the tracks that we're listening to now from Woodbox. So there's still also the case of new music, but also wanting to get some of the well-established tracks recorded in studio as well, to get them out there as well. So I think recording and writing is, other than the fact obviously we're in the Underdog competition, that's kind of taking a big precedent at the moment in where our focus is going.
Yeah, but saying that, we do have a couple of gigs lined up. We've got a gig at the in Frome at the Tunnels, which is recently reopened, and also the day after we play the O2, we're going to be playing the Bell in Bath with I think alongside Sergeant Thunderhoof, which should be excellent gig for the guys who go around there. And any Swindon venues want to take us on there, we're ready.
Darren.
Yeah, Darren.
So we are now fast coming up to the end of the show. So the last song we're going to play is Lights Out. So tell me the story behind this one.
Oof.
It's somewhat political, I would say. I don't know. I think it's more of a vibe, really. We're very cross.
Yeah, it's an angry song. It's an angry song. There's as Johnny's kind of alluded to before. There's a lot of dynamics in it. We like kind of playing around with different tempos and kind of getting the crowd drawn in. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. In terms of performing it, me personally, it's my favourite one to perform. I think we nail this as a band, and the energy that comes out when we play this is just my favourite thing to do on stage.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, guys, for talking to me this evening. So, again, thank you. That's Johnny, Jack, Will and Dave, Colour of Bone. This is Lights Out. Thank you very much. Good night and see you on the next one.